All right, thanks, Will. And hello and welcome to the inaugural edition of the SVG Europe Sports Graphics Spotlight. My name is Chris Black. I'm the head of brand and content at Vizrt Group. And I'm here today joined by Thomas Nelson, Vizrt Sports head of sales for Europe and the Middle East. Thomas, great to see you.
Nice to see you, Chris.
Now, like most of you, we're working, and in this case, producing our opening remarks here for the SVG Europe Summit remotely. I'm coming to you from our new Vizrt TV virtual studio in our global headquarters in Bergen, Norway, and Thomas is joining us from Ealing Studios in London. But that's what we want to talk to you about today. You know, this new normal that we have here of having to do remote productions, bringing people together when we can't travel to see each other. So, Thomas, looking at what's happened in the last year in sports in 2020, how did sports broadcasters overcome some of these hurdles to be able to still bring these great sports moments to fans at home?
Well, I think that just the same way as me and you are now meeting virtually, and I'm in the UK, you're in Norway, and we're producing this for the SVG conference where we would normally be physically attending. In the same way we saw the sports community last year, and all our fellow colleagues in the industry have saw great challenges because it wasn't that easy to travel. It wasn't that easy to be on site and produce things. So I think it pushed both the rights owners, the content producers, to act and achieve things in completely new ways. And I think it really sort of brought us together closer. Like we were all in this together and still are together. And it made us work in new ways. It meant that we had to lower some of our barriers for our customers to use and utilize our tech in different ways. The broadcasters had to, of course, again, produce this from their homes or from smaller setups compared to what they used to. So it really brought us together, I think. And if I look back at some of the events that happened last year, then the first one springs to mind is for sure La Liga and how they used new ways of inserting virtual fans, virtual audio, so that they could give that proper live experience, a stadium experience, to all the viewers that were still isolated at home. So a great example is still ongoing for La Liga, and I'm sure they'll take elements out of that also for the future. Then we've seen the classics or teleportation of interview objects from venues into broadcaster studios. Great way of sort of reconnecting and staying close to the players and so on out there. And this can now be, of course, beamed across the world. You don't necessarily need to have to be at the venue to achieve this. We saw some great innovation from our motorsports friends, both MotoGP and Formula One, and how they inserted also virtual elements to connect to their fans and make sure that they all felt part of the event, although they physically couldn't be there, of course. And then we had the NBA, who had to, or were forced to create the NBA bubble in Orlando. And they also wanted to give the viewers the feeling of being at the home court. So when the home team played, they had the branding, or they had the sponsors that they would normally see when they went to their own venues.
We've had some fantastic sports last year, but coming up in 2021, things are changing a little bit. We're maybe getting it back to normal. We see the light at the end of the tunnel near the end of the year. But I think we've learned a lot of lessons. Where lessons learned do you see can we carry forward into the production world for 2021 and beyond?
I think we're all very much looking forward to a big summer of sports in 21. And fingers crossed that's still going ahead. But I think that our industry has always been pushing the boundaries, and everybody's sort of looking for the next cool thing to explain something or educate the viewers or tell your stories in a new, flashy way. But I think COVID really accelerated also the back-end bit, which is not necessarily so noticeable for the viewer, but it's for sure sort of made us look at that and look at how we produce content and how we as Vizrt, how we allow or how we give the tools to our customers to achieve this. And and for sure here, software and innovation is key to try and drive this flexibility. And we all know about the push for virtualization and to cloud as well to help achieve this. And there's a lot of talk about centralized productions and REMI and data centers, and all that will for sure now come and stay for the future as well. Something that we've always been talking about, always been high up on the list of from both our side and from our customers. This is now just accelerated by that, and a lot of these new ways of working together will for sure stay in the next year, many years.
Thanks for that, Thomas. I agree. 2021 is going to be a fantastic year of sports. I'm looking forward to seeing what the sports industry brings to fans around the world, and especially with sports graphics. So on behalf of Thomas Nelson and everyone at Vizrt Group, we thank you for your time. And now we invite you to sit back and enjoy SVG Europe's Sports Graphics Spotlight. Back to you, Will.